On the Tease Talk today, we are joined by Olivia Szmidt, the creator of the face sculpture method, and she is here to talk to us about her career, facial yoga, and how you can self-massage to your face to alleviate stress, but also give yourself a natural facelift. So we like that part. Olivia,
Okay.
thank you so much for joining us. Can you share a little bit about yourself?
Yes, thank you so much for having me, first of all. Such a
Of course.
pleasure. So basically, I created my very own business, GetFaceFit, under the name GetFaceFit, around 4 or 5 years ago. And my main line of business is basically teaching face yoga to others via workshops or face-to-face classes. But I as well have my own very studio in London and in Vienna, where I do in-house treatments and all sorts of lymphatic drainage, facelifting techniques, where I combine East Asian techniques with Eastern European ones to
Mhm.
really get that glow effect and to really take out the tension from the face. Because so many people are a bit confused about what face yoga. I think that would be probably your next question. What is it? What do we do there? So the aim is really like face yoga has been around for like ages, but people know more about it from treatments in-house. So I don't know if you know Joanna Czech. She's like a really famous facialist in the States as well. And she always does those face massages because what we want to do is boost the circulatory system. So, the way we exercise our body, we need to also bring fresh blood to the skin cells to get that instant glow. We want to drain the lymphatic system, which can only be drained manually. So there's nothing you can do except really using your hands with it. And yeah, so I've been on this journey now for a good 4 to 5 years. And since I launched my Instagram account around a year ago, it's just became quite a big thing.
So that's all so interesting. And how did you learn about the holistic treatments?
So I used to go to my acupuncturist. She used to be my TCM lady, and she would do acupuncture on my face, which is absolutely like Botox to your face if you stay consistent. And then she introduced me to gua sha, the gua sha stone weight that you scrape on your face. And
Yeah.
when she started doing it, I could see my face depuff, my spots, kind of my skin started getting more glowy. And then I just embarked on this like research on where to train because 4 or 5 years ago, like nobody would be doing face massages in the Western world. In Europe, it would be very like specific. So then I went to Russia, trained with Russian masters, and I also went to Asia, where I got to know all these like Japanese lifting techniques, because the Asians are really good at the slow release, muscle release, and the Russians are very good at like boosting your blood system by slapping, face pinching, all these crazy fast methods, So that actually from my acupuncturist, I got into all this, I can really say.
That's so interesting and awesome. And then when did you decide you like, you know what, I wanted to make this into a career and help other people with their facial
So,
muscles?
so when I got certified in all these different techniques, I then decided to, like open my own, like rent myself a room in a spa in London. And then I would just first of all just practice on friends and family. And then I would start growing my business and inviting like a lot of influencers from London. They would come, they would all love it. And from then the pandemic then happened 2020, where we were all out of business. So then I switched to online when I launched my Instagram account. And then I started doing those do-it-yourself tutorials, and people loved it. So that's when I transitioned more into from working on customers in-house to do it yourself. So it kind of transitioned. The pandemic almost forced me to going online a bit more.
Yeah, and then you're so accessible to even more people than you were limited in
Exactly.
your location. It's
Exactly.
incredible. Um, let's talk a little bit more about facial yoga, and then not many people are aware of it. So, and it's slowly becoming more popular. Can you share with us, like, what exactly is facial
Mhm.
yoga so people are aware?
Sure. So people get it, they hear face fitness, they hear face yoga, and they kind of think like, wait, are these two separate things? They're really not. So what it in essence does is people always think like, oh, it's going to remove my wrinkles, it's going to, sculpt my face. But it's really like yoga or fitness for your body. If you stay consistent and you aim to release those tensions in your muscles through acupressure, through breath work, you really have to ground yourself. There's the mind-body connection that is really important as well. And through isolating certain muscle groups, like let's say you have you want to like release a frown line, you can do certain resistance training with your face, and understanding that your face also has 57 plus muscles that also get kind of cramped. And like, you know, when we don't have posture alignment properly, when we sit at our desks, our neck starts to tilt forward, then we get a double chin. So I feel like people need to understand that face yoga is really connecting to your face from a very different point of view. And when applying your skincare and doing your self-care routine at home, try to like do a couple of exercises, get familiar with your face, try to understand what you don't like, what you like about your face, and really it's a way to connect with yourself. And because we are boosting the lymphatic system, which is super important to get that glow, we can also do that with our hands. So it's really like to boost your circulatory blood system. When we do this, product absorption of products is much better absorbed into the skin because you really spend time massaging the products in. Then you drain your lymphatic system. When you're using your gua sha spoons or even like a regular teaspoon, you can do this depuffing under the eyes. So you're really helping to depuff your face and sculpt it a bit more. That's how I would describe it.
And I feel like we're always taught like take care of your body, like exercise your body, but I've never heard anyone tell you like to massage your face, which is like, duh, should be doing that. So many muscles in your face, like
exactly. And also your scalp, you know, in Asia you have those 1 hour treatments just for your scalp, because you know that's also a muscle holding your head. If you wash your hair with hot water, which I should do, that muscle also starts getting shorter, and with age starts pushing down your forehead, and you start getting those hooded eyelids because everything just shrinks. That's why we need to lift upwards and always release that muscle tension.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. How often should we be exercising our face and our scalps? And does it help with the wrinkles? I know you say it kind of does, but not really. Like what are the, you know, benefits
so
of each thing?
So I say for everyone new to this, they should really make sure. So I always say start with face massage, because you can't do much wrong. If you're going to start doing resistance training or strength training with face yoga and you don't have a professional teaching you, you might actually like overuse a muscle and the wrinkles gets worse. So I think with face yoga, specifically the resistance training, be careful and train with a professional, because otherwise you can really mess up a couple of things. But I always do my routine as part of my morning skin routine and my evening skin routine, like 5 to 10 minutes, where I know like my zones, you get into the habit. And that's why I launched the 7-day facelift course, where you get like special dedicated exercises daily that you can start practicing and making it a habit and part of your self-care routine as well. So I say if you spend 5 to 10 minutes for the first couple of weeks, months, and then you become more advanced, you should get like a trainer or like watch good tutorials on YouTube. There's plenty of nice women there teaching yoga, but try to do it with someone or learn from someone the proper way. Let me put my hair up. So let's do some TMJ. Perfect. So as a lot of people don't know, is that the TMJ muscle is the strongest muscle in our whole body, because it's responsible for chewing. It's that big, but it's really thick, and it's literally the strongest muscle in our whole body. Nobody knows this. But as you think, we like chew with it, we talk, I don't know if you teeth grind at night, a lot of teeth grinders, they get pain. So the first thing you can do is just like gently put your index finger and ring finger and massage it gently, just where you're opening your mouth, exactly. And then you like gently in circular motion massage it. And then have you tried the buccal massage yet?
I have not. That's when they like go inside your face, right?
Inside your mouth, exactly. So you put I would put my gloves on, and then you really can dig deep into that muscle tissue. And I mean, I would show you now, but we don't have gloves on, and it's not really hygienic to do it without. But that massage is great for pain here, Then what you can also do is use your knuckles and apply them at the joint. Start really with a lot of pressure going and stopping at your cheekbones, exactly. And then you release and you start again. Make sure that the pressure is pretty hard here, because you're really going into the muscle tissue, releasing really the skin tissue there. Perfect. And then for a lot of people that have struggle from sad mouth corners, so that like hanging jowls, you can also kind of do this, where you would lift and then go to the side. You can really see how you're smushing the face. I mean, face yoga looks funny and hilarious, but it should be.
But we all want to look like Bella Hadid after.
Exactly, snatched. So the next one that is really good for sculpting the under chin area and the jaw is the hook. So you would actually like put your index finger on your chin. The thumb is kind of holding your chin, and with pressure you start pushing towards your ear. Exactly. And always try to work as deep into the muscle tissue as possible. And some people, you see, I'm already getting stuck here at my TMJ because there's a lot of like unreleased pressure there, you know, so a lot of people feel pain in that area. So it's important to, you know, go 10 times on each side and then you repeat times 3. You can also, for lazy people, you can do it at the same time. So you kind of save yourself time.
That's me.
And you also actually at the same time with your thumbs, you're sculpting your lower face. You know, a lot of people have a double chin because there's stagnant lymph sitting there in that pocket because it has nowhere to go. So that's also a good way to drain that fluid. And you always finish at the ears.
Okay.
Then for people that have those nasolabial folds, what I like to do as well is you start with your index fingers, put them in the hook, and then you start gliding down your nose, and then you twist under your cheekbones, and you finish at the ears. Exactly. So start at the top of your nose, you go higher, yeah. Then you go all the way down, and then at the bottom of your nose, you twist, hug your cheekbones, and then finish at the top of the ears. That's a really good way to depuff your nose, first of all, because there's a lot of lymph sitting here as well, and also sculpt your cheekbones. Yes. I love, you know, I think fingers can be like the best tools. You know, people always think, okay, they need like those special tools, whatever. You can really just do a lot with your hands.
And so we also discuss a little bit about lymphatic drainage, because I'm hearing a lot about that, but I don't know exactly what it is.
So lymphatic drainage, you know, we have lymph vessels that are like going through all of our body. So unlike the blood circulatory system that has a pump that always pumps out blood everywhere, the lymphatic system doesn't. So when we don't manually drain it, it just gets stuck somewhere. That's why people tend to have puffy faces, because they don't drain their neck first. So whenever you do lymphatic drainage in the face, you need to always open up your neck, whether it's with a gua sha stone, or I can show you now how we can do it with our hands. So first you would really light pressure, feather light pressure. You would start in circular motions, waking it up. And the pressure has to be really feather light because the lymphatic system sits very superficially just under your skin. So if you press too hard, you're bypassing it.
Okay, that's good to know.
That's how and then you can also go from the ears down towards your collarbones. That's also a way to drain it. You can also do it with your hands. I mean, I have quite pretty long fingers, so I always like to use my, you know, you have to get used to your own hands, you know. And then when you open up your neck, you do like 10 strokes, you always pump here. You then go into your face. So you would create an L-shaped shape, yeah. Tuck underneath your chin, put your fingers together like this, and super light pressure, you would just go down, hug underneath the cheeks, and drain behind the ears. Always drain down the neck because the lymphatic system needs to be flushed out either through the ears or here through the collarbones. Or if you do the body massage, there's different kind of vessels that you need to push through. And also the ears we have so many lymphatic nodes sitting at the ear. So if you feel puffy in the morning, you can also just hug your ears and kind of gently push down and drain any stagnant lymph. A lot of people don't know it, so that's a great way. And you're really flushing out. So to get back to your question, what lymphatic drainage does is it releases toxins and waste sitting underneath your skin. You know, it's kind of like your rubbish bin for waste under your skin. So if you drain it manually, you will actually feel like your dark circles will have become less. You feel less puffy, basically, because you've really drained everything. And a lot of people, I just had a lymphatic drainage facial, and people always have to go to pee because they feel like it has to flush out somewhere. So it's a common thing.
It's so interesting. Even though you are overseas, But in the States, you can sign up for your self-massage workshops. Can you tell us a little bit about that? I know you touch upon it, but like just so people know that
Yeah.
you can sign up.
So basically I have my 7-day online facelift course that's for anyone accessible, you know, and you can just like sign up to it, and then you get all the videos pre-recorded. And then I just had like a workshop with Alo Yoga in the States with Charlotte Tilbury. So big brands also do workshops with me when they launch new products and they want to know how they can work this product into their skin. And I also host regular workshops with private individuals or face yoga classes. So the best way is to just reach out to me. And now my new website is launching finally next week with the academy, where I'm going to be teaching face yoga professionals how to become certified.
That's so amazing. And it would be great if salon pros can, you know, use a workshop to have their, you know, their staff like learn how to do the facial massages throughout the day.
And a lot of like, you know, beauticians, when they work with skincare brands or beauty brands, how to prep the skin before they put the makeup on and everything, right?
Yeah, definitely. And so tell everybody where they can find you.
Okay, so my Instagram account is called at GetFaceFit _, and then my website is called also getfacefit.com. So that's basically where that's my channel. I'm not on TikTok yet, even though I should. You know, TikTok is becoming such a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they definitely can find me. I have a huge following in the US. The US is actually my biggest market. And yeah, like I connect to, I have a 97% female community only, which is super nice, from all over the world. So it feels super nice.
Yeah, it's been so lovely to get to know you a little bit more and then learn how to massage our face, which I didn't even know was a thing. And now I'm going to have to incorporate this into my everyday lifestyle.
Yes, please do.
Hopefully I look like Bella Hadid by the end of the
Please.
year.
Please. And let me know if you have any questions. I can happily help you out if you need anything. And yeah.